first guest is currently celebrating 20 years of Revenge of the Sith. He may not have had the high ground, but he has a special place in all of our hearts. Raise those lightsabers high and give it up for the one and only Hayden Christensen.
I will be the most powerful Jedi ever. I promise you.
You will be a Jedi. I promise.
From the moment I met you, not a day has gone by when I even thought of you.
Don't listen to him, Anakin! I loved you.
Welcome back to Star Wars Celebration.
Thank you so much. This is quite the turnout.
Yeah. We just let him do this for 15 minutes and then you're good.
Sorry?
We just let them do that for 15 minutes and then you're good to go, man.
Sounds good to me.
You are, you're starting to become a regular fixture here. We love having you. How's your celebration experience been? Because you were kind of new to this a few years back.
Yeah, it's so nice to get to be back. I mean, what's not to love about this, right? It's really just an awesome event that you guys do, and such an amazing concentration of joy in one place, and we all just come together and sort of share in our love of Star Wars. It's really a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a particularly auspicious year this year because it's the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Half a life away, man. Isn't that wild to think about?
I know. It's so cool. So it's the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. It's coming back out in theaters for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, time flies.
Yeah. It's a bright, happy film. Bring the kids. It's a joyous celebration. Do you have any, you kind of grew up a bit on the set of Star Wars. Do you have some fond memories of Revenge of the Sith? Because at that point, Episode 2 had come out. You kind of had an idea of what all this was. What was different about kind of coming back for Episode 3?
So many amazing memories of filming Episode 3. And it's all still very vivid. It was 20 years ago, but it made such an impression on me, But everything from all the lightsaber fights that we got to do, and obviously the fight that Ewan and I did on our battle on Mustafar. That we had a blast doing that, and we trained for many months, and then when it got to filming, it took us maybe a week or two to do, and Ewan and I were really having to go at each other.
You trained. You both trained particularly hard for this. I mean, it's not one of those movies where you handed everything off to somebody else to do these duels.
No, we wanted to do it all ourselves, and we wanted to make it, just the best lightsaber fight possible. We knew it was a really. Thank you. we understood the importance of it from a story perspective, and we just gave it our all. And Nick Gillard, the stunt coordinator and fight choreographer, just did a wonderful job of really telling a story in that fight. It's just a really nice thing now. All these years later, I get to meet so many of you and to hear stories about how they would recreate that fight with a sibling or best friend when they were kids. And,
yes.
I mean, that's what it's all about. So I love it. Yeah.
My little sister and I might have whacked each other a little too much on that one. That's okay, though. That's okay. We still love each other.
It's a part of growing up.
That's right. Yeah, how does it feel? I mean, the prequels really, and that Mustafar battle in particular, really solidified for a lot of people what a lightsaber fight should look like. I mean, to the point where you have things like the Saber Guild. Do we have any Saber Guild members out there? Anybody? Yeah, people are studying the blade based on like the things that you all created as a team. What is that like to kind of find out?
It brings me a lot of joy. We I don't know. The bar was set very high, I think, with the Duel of the Fates fight in Episode 1, and I remember going to see that in the theaters when it first came out, and just fell in love with lightsaber, choreography, and then to find out that I was going to get to do that and swing a lightsaber myself. Yeah. That's one of my favorite parts of getting to play this character and playing.
It's gotta be, right?
A Jedi Knight. If I'm not swinging the lightsaber, I get to have it hanging off my belt, and there's a real kind of just ritual to it. When you get on set, they present you with the saber, and there's just a lot of reverence, around the lightsaber.
I'm imagining like a velvet pillow that gets handed to you.
Almost.
Are there, I mean, because you trained, like you're saying, for a while, and you really wanted to elevate this. Are there moves that are still burned into your brain, like some favorites or some stuff that you can you could still pull out randomly if you needed to?
I wish I could say I remember more of it, but every now and then I'll give the sort of the behind the back little lightsaber twirl. Make sure I don't forget that one. Yeah,
because now, I mean, you're a dad now. You've got kids that are Star Wars watching age. Is that something that they kind of want to see you do or want to practice?
Say again?
You've got a kid now that's Star Wars aged. Is that something they want to practice with you?
I've got a 10-year-old daughter who's here with me now. and to get to be here with her and share this with her is a really meaningful thing for me. But before I came back to do Obi-Wan, we would bring out our toy lightsabers and kind of have little battles in our living room, and that was sort of my early training before I got back on set.
Yeah, kid put you through your paces.
Yeah, absolutely, she was good.
Coming back for Obi-Wan and coming back for Ahsoka as well. That's such a relationship between characters that has become so fundamental for Star Wars fans. It started in the Clone Wars. How did it feel for you to be able to be part of Ahsoka and kind of add to that sort of relationship?
It was a real privilege. I mean, the relationship between Anakin and Ahsoka is there's such a rich history there and a really fun dynamic that Dave Filoni and George Lucas created in the animated world. And we really wanted to do that justice, and it's somewhat ironic that I got to do it with someone that I have my own history with. I mean, Rosario and I have known each other since we were teenagers. We first met in theater school, and I think that helped us a lot. But yeah, it was such a joy just to get to come back, play the character again, and get to be a part of that project. And I loved what we got to do and how it came out. It was great.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. It was wonderful to see the two of you interact and see a little bit more of that nice, good Anakin. That,
absolutely.
It's nice to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Anakin's got a Padawan now, and his relationship with Ahsoka is much different than say his relationship with Obi-Wan, and so you get to see a different side of the character. And for me, that was really meaningful that we got to explore that a little bit.
Yeah, you've gotten to do both of the extremes in the last few years too, because you finally got to step in and be Vader as well.
That's right. Yeah. I've been checking off some pretty awesome bucket list moments, so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything that you'd like to say to the fans here as we're sort of starting off Star Wars Celebration Japan and the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah. It's just great to get to be here with all of you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time here. You guys are the reason why we tell these stories and why we get to tell these stories. And, and this event is just such a wonderful event. And a lot of people work very hard to make it happen. And so maybe we could just give a round of applause for everyone at Lucasfilm and Disney that give us this really special celebration of Star Wars.
Well, Hayden, before we let you go, I'm getting a message in my ear. It's actually, oh my goodness, everybody, it's Hayden Christensen's birthday. Oh my goodness. I guess, we should probably sing happy birthday to Hayden Christensen, shouldn't we? All right, here we go, I'll lead you off. 1, 2, 3, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hayden. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. That was really nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hayden Christensen, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Hayden Christensen, everybody. Oh my goodness! Yes! Oh my stars! Listen. We'll be back with more Star Wars Celebration right after this. Do not go away! Everybody gets free snacks from the vegetable bar before they go. This is actually Cookie was like, I'll come and I'll do it, but I'm only going to do it if Hayden's there. And I was like, Cookie's a very specific chef and only works in a very specific medium, Cakes aren't really Cookie's thing.